Hello everyone, this is creepingnet, and we're going to start talking about video game collecting and purging video games while we go through my entire Atari 2600 collection. Now, as you all know, at the end of 2024 I bought a used Heavy Sixer, which I've repaired. I've done a bunch of stuff to it since then. I haven't recapped it yet, but I did have to replace the original Riot chip in it. This is the bad one that you saw in like the adventure video and all that. Might keep it and throw it in like a stunt console. Anyway, as we talk about this, I got quite a sizable collection of Atari 2600 games, and we're gonna use the main controller for all the early games. We're gonna use this brand new Atari CX78 Plus gamepad, the new one they came out with. I mean, I gotta say what you will about Atari, they've been doing pretty darn good with this retro hardware. I've been really liking this gamepad and the wireless. Just too bad the wireless doesn't fit the Heavy Sixer without some kind of extension cord. Anyway, we're gonna start right now, obviously, with this game that I got new. This one is not going to be one of the ones probably going into a bundle that's going to go on my eBay thing, but this is a brand new one called Mr. Run and Jump, and you've probably seen me play this before. I think this was an indie Atari game that was developed a long time ago. I think it's even Atari Basic, which is kind of cool. I've been dabbling with that myself. Anyway, let's get started. So basically you're chasing Mr. Run and Jump's dog through the dark lands. It's kind of like a Super Mario Brothers type game for the Atari 2600. You gotta jump over these little posts here and there. You can see the Venetian blinds trick showing up there. I don't know if it's Atari Basic, but it looks kind of like it. It could be assembly. You can see he's got his own. Yeah, this is a brand new game for the Atari 2600, pretty much. Well, not really. It's about a year old. As you can see here, the flickering doesn't go well on here. I'm not too terrible at this game, but I have only just begun to scratch the surface of it. Yeah, you gotta... Basically, it's like a puzzle platformer of sorts. A lot of it's about timing. That's where I always die about 400 times when I play this. This game is pretty good. I like it. It's got smooth animation, really good controls. It's fun to play. I sat and played this for about 6 hours the first day I had it. So it's definitely a good one. This one's one where you don't die. What happens is you lose score. The whole point of, like most old Atari games, is that you have the highest score making it through this game. There's also no timer, so it does have a definite end. I think it's like 4 or 6 levels, something like that. This one you have to wait for the guy to bump on the left side, like that. And we're not gonna waste too much time playing these for too long. Here we go. This guy you have to jump about like 6 times. This one you want to wait until the slow one is closest to the front, and then you just run. This... And then here's just a free fall, which I just screwed up. So I don't think we're going to waste more time on this one because, obviously I like it, and I probably will do a long play once I get better, just kind of to point it out. So we're going to turn it off and put it in here. By the way, this original release does not come with a manual whatsoever. So we're going to put Mr. Bump and Jump is definitely a keeper. Let me go back here. So Mr. Bump and Jump is definitely a keeper. We'll probably go ahead and keep this one around. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go back to... Anyway, let's move to the next game. So our next game is MASH. Of course, you see me play this. This one is very likely going to be a keeper. Also, it stopped being cantankerous with my heavy sixer since I replaced the Riot, so I think this used a certain RAM address that was pissing it off. It's also one of the later Atari games that actually starts with the fire button, making it great to play on the... So you gotta collect all the patients here. Oh, come on. Yeah, you get shot down by the helicopter about like 90 times. Some of these aren't always the greatest to play with gamepad, so we may even play with some joysticks, because I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep my CX40s or not. Because some games, it seems like they do better with a CX40 than with a gamepad. Alright. Come on. You can kind of stop the inevitable. And you got midnight, we got the oils playing in the background, so it's really like the 1980s. Maybe if you lived in the sunny state of Australia. Though I live in America, unfortunately, the way it is right now. I find this part a lot easier with the gamepad, though. Yeah, we're going to play like one round each of each game. I mean, here we go. Furry got... The key of this game is you have to make it to 999 patients before the other guy does. I'm actually pretty good at poaching these patients. Yeah, get out of here, you asshole. There you go. Yeah, I cuss and swear on this channel. That's why Markham is not made for kids, but I'm not doing anything with any naked chicks on here, so we don't need to make it 18 plus. Not that I have anything like that. Alright, here we go. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, ferret face. Well, we're about halfway there. Like I said, this is the nice thing about Atari games. They're really sort of short spurt titles, which makes them great for a guy like me who's got like a life outside of video games. So I don't have to invest too much into them. That's one reason I mainly play retro games, is because there's too many dang, you know, the way the world is going right now, everybody wants you to freaking be work, hustle culture. You got to be fast, you got to be accurate, you got to be tight. I do that all day long. I want to do something at home when I relax that doesn't require too much thought. Because heaven knows I rack my brain a little too much. Oh, he's getting a leg up on me. Yeah, now I'm up to 755. I lose sometimes I win. He's probably going to make it to 999. Let's see if we can do something here. Alright, so I've outdone him. So I'm 961. Yeah, so he just won. So that was MASH. MASH is a game I quite well like. We're going to keep it because now that we know that was the Riot chip and not the freaking cartridge that's the problem, we're going to move on to the next game in the list that's a keeper. I'm going to stack my keepers here. I have a keeper pile, I have a maybe pile, and I have another pile of stuff. Anyway, let's get to it. So next up is Frogger. This is another classic. I know this is somewhat because, oh, now we're getting full vehicles again. We got Loverboy going in the background. Nice. Anyway, I'm going to hit enter here, or reset. Oh, pff, stupid me. Getting ahead of myself here. But yeah, I'm actually pretty good at this, and this one doesn't have a label, so it probably won't fetch much. So it's probably going to be a keeper. am not doing so good right now because I haven't played this in about 1,000 years, so we might do 2 rounds, do a redo. Because I keep making stupid mistakes. Partially because I like the band that's on. It's a pretty good version of When It's Over playing in the background. This is another one of the ones you can fire off with the A button, making it ideal for playing from the couch when I'm not getting splatted. Missed it. I keep getting ahead of myself. I haven't quite woken up either yet. Come on. And yeah, there's a lot of flickering on this. It's just my Temu quality thing. We're playing all these on difficulty B. I like Frogger, it's just I haven't played it in about 10,000 years, and especially not with this gamepad yet, so I'm getting used to, I think, some of the latency. Now, if I had the Starpath Supercharger version, I would probably get rid of this, because the Starpath version is way better than this is. Of course, I've never owned a Starpath Supercharger for an Atari 2600 ever, so... And if I did, I'd probably go with some solution that probably uses MP3 files. Kind of like that Coleco KidVid thing, which, a funny story, I did have the Coleco KidVid tape deck as like a wee little baby. Nobody could figure out how to get it working with the bloody Coleco Vision, probably because we didn't have, actually it was a Coleco Gemini. I don't think we had the games I used at the Smurf games. Anyway, next game. Here's one I'm really getting into lately. This is one of the latest 2600 games I have besides California games. Commando. This one of the ones I got the manual with my heavy sixer for, and I decided, okay, I'm going to check it out. So that means whoever was using the sixer was playing it well into the late 80s. It doesn't have the newer feature where you can hit the fire button and start it being Activision. So you can see it's a it says 1988. Yeah, this is probably the newest 2600 game I have besides Mr. Run and Jump. So you run around, you're a soldier. It's pretty brutal and pretty hard, but I kind of enjoy it. Ah. Come on. Hey, Dingo Bat. Yeah. I just find it best just to keep moving forward and then get killed while I'm moving forward. Okay, we're making it far enough. And then we get to the guys in the bunkers up ahead. Alright. There we go. Horse hockey. Yes. It's not really what horse hockey means. Okay. Can you stop shooting hockey pucks at me, you bastard? This is the furthest I've ever made it in this game. So, yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. We're not going to spend too much time playing it because we did this one very recently. Yeah, it's going to be pretty rad doing this one. So let's move to the next game because I don't want to bore you guys and have you sit around and watch me play, you know, all these for hours on end because I can do that with some of these. Now, here's one of the ones I would think would be a maybe, but I'm not 100% sure, and it's because this is one of the most maligned 2600 games in history, Pac-Man, but it's also one of the ones that maybe I should discuss here. Everybody talked about what a horrible game this was because it doesn't look like the arcade, but I think this was during Atari's rush to make a buck period, which also includes E.T. Everybody was trying to do it. It's another one of the ones you can start up with the fire button, but we gotta resync my Temu grade capture device, which doesn't always like the 2600 very much, as you can tell, because it bounces a little. This is one of those ones I could play for a while, honestly. I actually don't hate it. The controls aren't too bad. I mean, they take some getting used to. I think a lot of it was when people were in the home, they were too used to the, yeah. They're too used to the Atari 2600 having games where your character only moved when you move the pad. And with Pac-Man, really the trick is only to just tap the pad in the direction that you need to go once and let it do that. So it's kind of a game of timing. And I'm not going to worry about playing this game well. Oh, let's get over here. My sister used to play this game a lot. She liked it quite a bit. I don't hate it, but it's not one of my favorites, but it's not exactly so terrible that... That's one of the things I have to consider when I'm downsizing on some of these games, is I have to consider whether I'm going to miss it or not. Like Dig Dug, getting rid of that was a big mistake a long time ago, because that's one of those games I really missed and didn't realize I missed until I got it back, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. Also, as you can see, you have the flickering ghosts. Now, that isn't going to stop me. I do have some homebrews coming in as of this time. One of them is going to be Andrew Davies' amazing Boulder Dash game. I've been waiting. I'm recording this on February 1st, so I've been waiting for that game since December. So it's been a while. So if you order from Atari Age, expect things to take a while. Usually they ship within a week, but from what I understand, Albert had a bit of a move to deal with, so yeah, come on. But yeah, Pac-Man 4K or 8K isn't going to be out of the question at all when I get the time to do it. Listening to old Glam Terra in the background now. This is how you played Atari games back in the day. You didn't need background music because you just put on a record. You threw on some Cars. You threw on some Boston. You threw on some Journey or Night Ranger or Sheila E. or Sheena Easton or whoever felt really up there. Or hell, throw some Elliot Easton on the stereo. Why not? Change no change, anybody? There we go. Yeah, I'm sure someone's watching me play this, and they're probably going, "This is wearing me down like a wheel, dude." Alright, so we got this. I'm pretty good at classic Pac-Man, though, overall. I mean, I keep missing that dot in the middle. And if you wonder why the colors on my Heavy Sixer are so saturated, part of that is because of just the Heavy Sixer itself. It's got there's something about the video circuits on those consoles that really is like the 2 scoops extra sugar Kool-Aid of Atari video quality. The colors are just so vibrant, it's insane. So that's one of the reasons I really like the Heavy Sixer, actually, is because it really fits that whole vibe. And it's really good at compensating for a dull, old CRT TV, too. It might have been too much back in the day. Yeah, so as you can see, that was a pretty good round of Pac-Man. You know, so... I'm on the fence on this one, though, because there are newer, better versions of Pac-Man for the 2600 now, like Pac-Man 4K, 8K. There's even a 16K, I thought there was. So that's kind of the thing I have to consider. But, you know, let's move on to the next game. So here's a better Pac-Man game, I guess you could say. This is Miss Pac-Man. This was a later release, I think like 83, 84. They tried to get it right from all other stuff. This is my wife's favorite cartridge, so it's definitely a keeper. She'll sit down and play this for a while. This is like one of the few 2600 games I think she really likes. So, you know, this is also notoriously the cart that took my first Heavy Sixer out. So, there we go. This is another one of those ones I could keep going for a while on when the time is right. So, Usually if I have a power pellet, I want to go through. Mr. Red. I feel like I'm announcing people from Reservoir Dogs. Mr. Pink. I know I could go for the ghosts, but, you know, this is supposed to be a quick round, and this is supposed to be more me just playing it for fun. Let's get those cherries for those bonus points, and then get eaten by Brown. So I'm not going to spend much time on this one because this is actually one of the favorites, so it's going to stay. But I figure I'd just show it off anyway because that's the secondary purpose of this video, is just kind of show where the collection is in 2025. So yeah, we got Miss Pac-Man right there. You got the title screen. Let's move to the next game. So here's one of the classics that I really, really like, and this was one of the ones when I was a wee kid that I really wanted for the 2600, Pole Position. I used to play the sequel at the arcade a lot. I'm trying to talk myself out of buying an Atari 7800 just because of that, because Pole Position 2 is for the 7800, but I also like the first one, and I'm fairly good at that one too. I also find Pole Position plays better with this than it does with the other controllers, so we're going to get started. Gear shift is up and down, and the fire button is your thing. It also probably helps that I know how to drive manual now, so I understand the gears on Pole Position a little better. So there we go. This is probably the first time we've ever actually played this. I've actually beaten the Fuji course at least once with these game pads. This is one of the games I actually prefer the game pad for. And this is going to most likely end up being a keeper already, because I really like it. You can see how much better I do if you watch any of my older videos where I'm playing this with the Wristbreaker 4000 CX40. Oh my god. You see, I just met the qualifying round. So up is low gear and down is high. Yeah, you have to play chicken with some of them. Yeah, like you get the whole... Probably not going to make it as far into this round. Cars really love to block you once you get to that second round of Pole Position, where you're actually in the race. You become real assholes during that part of the game. Yeah. I've done better other times, but this time, you know. But yeah, that's Pole Position. Definitely a keeper. I like this one. I enjoy it, even if I'm not very good at it at times. So, you know, here we go. Next game. Okay, here's another favorite racing game of mine. This is Enduro by Activision. This one I actually like even better in Pole Position. I first learned of this game playing the PlayStation back as a teenager. I got a PlayStation from a classmate when they were new for like $20 because it had Backstreet Boys sticker on it. And, the Activision Classics. I bought Activision Classics for it, which was cool because you could load the game and then take the CD out. So I would sit around listening to like Loverboy, Night Ranger, and Journey while playing this. Yeah. I even had a VHS tape, some VHS recordings of me playing it on the PlayStation. So here we go. So the point is to, under there, you make it past about 200 cars. Then 300 cars per day, and it takes you through a full day-night cycle. I can't talk too much during this one. I usually start out the bat pretty fast because once we get to the snow, you'll want to slow down a bit for handling reasons. And instead, up and down is like your brake pedal. It's like the opposite of Pole Position. So You can see smooth animation, not like that was ever a problem with the Atari. We got a bit of a frame skip going on my video capture though. This is about the best we're going to ever be able to do. There's just things that CRT television and the human eye can do that digital just cannot. So now we're going to slow it down. We're in the snow and the ice. Oh, you got sticks, how fitting. Not a lot of cars on this track, and I'm going reasonably fast here. A little faster than I normally do. But you can see those cars, if you keep going nice and smooth, they're going to go by really quick. Ugh. 136 right when I start talking. It goes completely awry. I tend to find camping out in the middle is usually the best policy, and then just bounce off the sides. So here we go. So we're going to bump up some speed. Now we're at twilight. And if you're wondering about all, like, the weird jail bars and shit like that, that's part of the experience. Come on, we're playing Atari here. This is 1982 era gaming at its finest. And nighttime, I usually slow down just a hair until the tail lights stop appearing. There you go. I'm actually pretty good at Enduro, but I'm still not great at it. Probably not good enough to earn a patch, but we're already down to single digits, so we're probably gonna another bad mistake on my part there. Now we're gonna slow down. I usually take them a little one at a time during these really dark spells during the foggy midnight. We might not win this round, but that's fine because this is just a playthrough round to kind of show you. Once the beep starts happening, it starts telling you daylight's soon coming. You better start getting those numbers down. Ooh. Which, like I said, I don't think we're gonna pass those numbers, as I think twilight, dawn twilight comes pretty quick in this game. Yeah, we're gonna lose. No, we made it. Let's see if we can... So we're going to drive till we lose on this one. This is one of my... Woo! This is going to be one of those long-form videos, man. There we go. It's probably fitting I'm wearing the 90s clothes while we're doing this. But yeah, this is one of those let's play till we die scenarios. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we're already through. We're not doing too bad here. There we go. I mean, I'm already almost under 200 cars. So leave it to be the video that I have to go reasonably quick with is going to be the one that's going to go on forever. Yeah, here we go. We got all our crazy kooks. There we go. Now we're going to start setting ourselves up for a loss. Now we have the meat puppets. How fitting. I'm dressed like it's the 90s. So... yeah, I'm listening to music on Plex while I play this. Alrighty. So we're making it through this game pretty hardcore. I'm already down. Yeah, now we're at the losing point. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of go through here. There's a certain part of myself that won't let me play as poorly as possible, and I don't know why. It's just something in my psyche. Probably need to recap this thing, but that's next on the plate. And I'll probably put a higher wattage voltage higher current voltage regulator in there too, because I plan to be using an Atari box and a save key at some point. Penult is one of the indie games I want to get. That's another reason why I'm reducing this, is I'm looking at getting more into the indie 2600 games a little more now, because there's so much cool stuff there. You got Penult, Stay Frosty, Andrew Davies doing amazing stuff with the Boulder Dash games. Honestly, when I first saw like his Boulder Dash demos, I couldn't even freaking believe that was even a 2600. I thought it had to be like a 400, 800 computer or a 7800 game at least, because it was way more than I would expect. Alright, so we got these guys just kind of flipping on by. This might be one of my better scores, but that always happens when I make these long-form Atari videos. Is I end up having at least one high score during that thing. And it's not intentional, it's just how the cookie crumbles, you know? Yeah, we're over 110, so we're gonna lose. Come on. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, so... there we go. That was Enduro. This is definitely one of my favorite Keeper games. I like Enduro a lot because, I mean, you can see I can sit and play this game for like hours. It's one of my favorites for the VCS. Anyway, next game, definitely a Keeper. Okay, now here's one of the ones that's probably going to end up into the to-go pile. Stampede. This is a game my sister really liked. She's into horses and roping and stuff like that. I'm not into it. Large animal vet on her side. The main thing with it is it's a little too short for me. I mean, even on this B difficulty, it's a little troublesome. And of course, as soon as I say something bad about it, it's going to become easy for me. Yeah, this is usually where the problems begin. Yep. It's those bulls that cause me the most problems. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't really enjoy this one that much, so this is going to be one of the ones that's going to go in the to-go bundle. So let's move to the next game. Yeah, we know what's coming here. Adventure. By the way, this is the Stampede cartridge I have. It's a beater. I tend to like player quality cartridges because I actually have these to play them. I'm not even sure why there's an F on there. Yes, the screws are exposed. I've taken the cartridge apart before. I think, though, this one might have had them exposed before I had got it. So someone really liked this. I'm not really a Stampede fan, so this is going to be in a part of the to-go pile. Anyway, we all know the drill. If I can stop knocking my 2600 off. I need to resolder that connector. Just a second. There we go. Yeah, I need to resolder the connector on my power cable for this, for my recording rig. Anyway, fuck. There we go. So I got some solder work probably to do. But anyway, let's talk about this a little bit. So this is Adventure. We all know the drill. We're just going to play level 1 real quick. Of course, I love this game. This is probably the first Atari game I got really good at. I was like 8. I could spend hours on this game just fighting, beating up Yorgel and Grundle, and spending all my time on level 3, creating chaos. And if you saw in my old video, this game is also the way I discovered the TIA on the riot on the Heavy Sixer was bad. Was when I started playing this, all the items were misplaced and the select switch no longer worked, suggesting to me that some of the memory addresses in use were probably not working, or if they were working, they were being put in the wrong spot. So here we go. And there's let the magnet do that. So yeah, this isn't going to be one of my long adventure videos, of course. I just figured we'd play through this. This is another well-worn player-grade cartridge. I don't collect to collect, I collect to play. My philosophy towards Atari games is similar to Billy Squire's towards guitars. I collect them to play them, not to brag about them. And there we go. Sometimes I think I might like the joystick better with this one than the gamepad, but we'll see. That'll be another video when we go over controllers and why I'm selecting what I'm doing and the purposes behind it. So here's Asteroids. This is another keeper. I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is another one that also I could end up playing for a really, really long time. Right now we're just going to play. We're going to turn the difficulty switches to A. I think both of them should be. So you get some of the UFOs and stuff. There's 66 variations on. That's another thing with Atari games, is you don't need too many of them. Yeah, come on back here. I wonder how many people thought the telephone was ringing in the 80s when the UFO goes by. Could you pick that up? It's probably my boyfriend. No, it's my Asteroids game. Yeah, I'm sure any of you with a sister in the 80s probably had her mad at you when you started playing this one. That's Lee on the phone. Could you stop that? You're making me think the phone is going off. That's it. This is gonna be one we can end up playing for a while too. You might notice I never use hyperspace. There we go. Got that. This is one of those ones where rapid fire would be great. And yes, I've considered making my own controllers for some of these games. But wouldn't rapid fire be cheating in this game? There goes the little Mazda Miata UFO. I guess they're on a trip to the Corvettes on Jupiter or whatever. Yes, I know of all sorts of old stores I've never been to. Too many episodes of retail archaeology, I think. Or too many times looking up B-52 song lyrics. Come on. Yeah, like I said, I can keep going on this for a while. By the way, my power supply for this Heavy Sixer isn't an Atari power supply. It's actually a power supply from a network hub that's been changed. I had like a network hub that died, but it was the exact voltage and wattage as the Atari adapter, and probably a bit better managed, because I've noticed my consoles look really great on this, so that probably means they're getting a good voltage sent to the regulator. And so the regulator doesn't have to work as hard. Oh, and now I got an extra life. Of course, this game's gonna go on forever. Now you might be wondering why I'm reducing my collection. It's because with Atari 2600 games, there are so many great ones and there's so many plentiful ones that's really hard to play them all and keep track of them all and realize what you even had or what you even still enjoy. So I'm trying to kind of reduce for a few reasons, and one of those is really focus on the ones and get good at the ones I have so I can enjoy them more without, you know, getting into these long running rounds of stuff. So there we go. That was Asteroids. Definite keeper, one of my favorites for the console. Now we're going to move to the next game. Now we're playing Defender. Defender, I have never played Stargate for the 2600. I've only ever played the arcade version of Stargate. One of the tricks in this game is because of the wonky animation, it's really easy to kill everything. We're going to take our time in this game because I find really moving fast is important. It's also probably good I'm playing this with a gamepad. This is one of the few that I actually prefer a joystick for. There's a little radar up there. It's amazing to me that the 2600 can track off-screen objects. I mean, that's pretty advanced for a machine originally designed to play tank and Pong. You know? Ah, here we go. Yeah, we got some points because we saved a person. They might be in traction for 6 weeks, but, you know. Come on. Uh-huh. Yep. Get him. Oh, that one was taken away. Yeah, they really attract to you. Oh, here comes one of the Oldsmobile steering wheels, as I used to call them, before I blow up. Alright, you can go down here and use some of your missiles. So we're trying not to make this video take too long. There you go. Come on. This might also be great for my website because now we can actually see them as they would have looked on a TV like this. The only thing that stinks is I can't make this thing trigger off whatever the heck it was that used to make the Atari almost stereo on my old Mitsubishi. I think it could actually kind of separate the audio signal on the Atari and make it stereo. It was kind of weird. Anyway, come on, you guys. Oh, we're about to blow up. Not bad, though. Oh, and I earned I got an extra life as soon as I freaking died. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so here we are, playing Defender. Oh, they're getting scared now. I think that's that one lug nut that floats around at the beginning of the level. You can see. Yeah, he's like running from me. He's like, this guy's psycho. It's the flying saucer from the day the Earth stood still. Yeah, so it's Defender. I enjoy it. So we're going to keep that one. Now Mario Brothers. This is one of those games I quite well enjoy. This is one of my newer purchases, too. I actually... Oh, we should put this on difficulty B, because that's what we were going to do. Oh, dang it. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. Start a new game. Boom. Say what you will about this port of Mario Brothers, I actually quite well like it, even if it's a little... This was one of those games where I don't think they really got the pedigree. Where they really got the controls that great. This is also one of those ones I can play for a while. And you gotta knock them out. And if this seems familiar to you Nintendo players, it's because it is. This is the bonus rounds from Super Mario Bros. 3. This is where they originated. Not from this port exactly, but yeah. There's even a 2-player version, which I've been meaning to get with the wife. Oh, we got Night Ranger. That's fitting. I saw them live last year. In August. They're pretty rad. Got 1 life left. This is meant to be just a short form Let's Play anyway, so... There we go. This is the bonus round. This is where you can kind of see them playing this on an LCD monitor. You have to kind of pre-plan your jumps in this game. As you can see, I'm still doing pretty well. We're going to wait for these. These are the crabs, so you have to hit them twice. They usually move 1 frame of animation before they're about to respawn. Here we go. We got Night Ranger going in the background. Talk about 80s game night. Oh, we're about to lose. That's fine. Shit. Alright. There you go. So that was Mario Brothers. Definite keeper. Fun story. This is actually a display cartridge from our local game shop. I actually bought it on the spot because I was playing on their little 4-switch Woody they had set up on a CRT TV, and I liked it so much. It was like, I'm buying this no matter what the price is, unless it's like absolutely unreasonable, of course. So yeah, that was Mario Brothers we're playing Nintendo on Atari. So there we go. Next game. So here's a Magic Cosmic Arc. This is one of the... This is the one where you, like, rescue aliens off the planet. I'm actually not too bad at this one. There you go. Get on that ship. There you go. It's one of those ones where they have the laser cannons down at the bottom of the screen. So now we have to shoot a missile. This is one of the ones I actually played on emulator the first time and decided to buy the physical cartridge because I actually liked it enough and thought, hey, this would be great on the actual console. It's actually better on the console than on emulator, and I like the emulator. I liked it enough on emulator. So, anyway. Here we go. We're gonna... There we go. I just gotta wait for the alarm. We got the cars going. If you wondered why none of the pictures are ever centered, that's because they made these Atari games in a way where you see those little black lines on the side. Come back here, you stupid little pie symbol creature. Alright, here we go. Yeah, and that's how you end up dying in this game. Here we go. This is another one of those ones that I might be going on with for a while. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, so here we go. Come back here, you assholes. There you go. There you go. Another planet saved. One thing I'm better with the joystick is faster maneuvering in this game, so these rounds... So I'm a little hesitant to get rid of my joysticks. Alright, Cosmic Arc, come on. Here you go. Here you go, mofo. Yeah, and that's what happens to you. Your little pod can get zapped. So they died. Oh shit, time to get back to the ship. Yeah, if you miss one, you die. Alrighty. I'm not really too concerned about lasting in this round. Back to the planet surface to go zap up some creatures. There you go. See if we can get that other one. Nope. He's been released. Alright, let's see if we can survive now. Okay. I keep making mistakes. Ah, here we go. Another planet saved, I guess. At least until the ship gets blown up. That was pretty long. There we are. So that was Cosmic Arc, another keeper. I really like this game. Yeah. Okay, here's one that I like. This is a Pac-Man clone known as Lock and Chase by Mattel, or M Network as they're called. You can start it up with this. Basically, you're a little robot that's running around the bank vault stealing all the money. And the reason it's called Lock and Chase, as I shall soon show you, is when the heat is really on, you can actually lock people out with those little pink doors using the fire button. Now I'm doing horribly at this today, probably because I'm on camera. You get bonus points grabbing those little bars in the middle of the room and stuff. You run over here. I'm not sure why my audio quality is all shaky and weird on this, because it's not like that on the TV. Yeah, you get these little bonuses. So the key thing is you got to rob the whole bank vault with the robot. And then once you rob it, that little red door up top opens and you can escape. Now we're listening to my own music in the background. Kind of funny. And you saw that door disappeared, so now you go out that door up top. Here we go. And then we're kind of running around the maze again. Until we get we got another life left. You play it much like you'd play Pac-Man. Actually not too bad at this, but I'm gonna make it all the way across. I usually like to get the outer borders first. That way then I can avoid these guys more easily. That's just my strategy for lock and chase. There you go. The big 500 point bonus. I guess we just stole... Yep. We have one more life left to lose, so... There you go. And there's our final score of 4,820. So this is lock and chase. This is another one of the ones that's a keeper. I've been a lot more selective in my collecting this go round, so I probably won't have as much to eliminate, but you know how that works. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. I know this seems like this is going to be a lot of keepers here. There are. So this one's called Fast Food. So, Fast Food. Let's start a new round of Fast Food. So Fast Food, you play these lips. You want to avoid the licorice. My wife's on the phone in the background. Yeah, like I showed you, you want to avoid the purple licorice. And eat as much fast food as you possibly can. It's one of the few games I know that makes that's actually kind of body positive. Yeah. Golden earring, good stuff. Alright. Clear night, moonlight. Although it's midday. I think you get an extra life if you get over 1,000 points or something like that. Or you get one of those. One of the few. Yeah, now things really start to move. So, yeah, I enjoy this one a lot. It's one of those simpler arcade titles. Usually my rule of thumb is if it's going to be my speed if I do fairly well at it. Here you go. Wow. Warp speed. And that's your game over screen. Yeah, we're closed. Next game. This one's a keeper. So this is one of those ones that my sister used to play a lot. Taz. I swear it's like a reskin of another Atari game. That's the weird thing. I wanted to say Asteroids or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. So basically what you do, again, it's another one of those eating games where you run around eating food. In this case, hamburgers, root beer floats. I think once you get past a certain score point, new foods show up. So here we are. I actually find Taz plays better with a gamepad. Now, one of my favorite YouTubers for gaming is Bithead1000. He played this. He didn't like it very much. I think part of it is because this plays better with a gamepad, and most people played this with the joystick. And I just find it's so much easier to be more nuanced with a gamepad, but you lose some speed. And that's something I've noticed gaming with gamepads on the 2600. Of course, some of it's because these CX-78s need a little more pressure, I think, than some of the other controllers do. So, yeah, I enjoy Taz. And it's one of the harder games, but I'm still going to put it kind of in the maybe pile because it's one of the ones I don't tend to pick up as much. So this is going to be the maybe pile game because we're probably going to do a maybe elimination round video. It's going to be a lot shorter than this one. We're already at about an hour now. Here's another classic, Missile Command. This is one of the carts I collected when I was a teenager. So right now, this is the one where you... Now, I actually had a CX 80, I think it was trackball for this, and I think I figured out why it sucked in joystick mode for missile command, and part of it was because it just tracks too slow. We could have maybe made it faster with a faster logic inside to send faster digits to the 2600 quickly enough. Here we go. This is another one I'm actually not a slouch at. So there we go. You can only have up to 3 anti-ballistics on screen at a time, unfortunately. I'm doing pretty good on this today. This was a cartridge I got with my original Heavy Sixer back in high school. It's actually one of the early releases where all the text is lowercase on the label. I think I even have the manual for it still somewhere. Maybe. What I kind of liked is Missile Command kind of had like an anti-nuclear war message to go with it, that nobody wins, if I'm not mistaken. It's almost scary how relevant this game could actually be now, considering world events. But you won't see me on my front porch with a bazooka trying to shoot missiles out of the sky. Alright, we got these guys coming over here. Come on! Here you go. I'm sure some people are wondering, why are you referencing all the songs that are on? I'm referencing them because I'm a musician. That's why I do. And if we let a missile hit that middle thing, it can take out your stuff. I think that's part of the later levels, is deciding the stuff that's not going to land on an actual house. Or they look more like the cities from Dragon Warrior. I guess the Dragon Lord got his hand on some nukes. We're about to lose too. Extreme velocity. Not doing too bad here. Here's one of those anti-ballistic missiles. That place is going to have the Geiger counter going off for a while. I had that missile hit it again. Oh, come on. It's a game of prioritization. Oh, we're already over 10,000 points. You'd be thinking I could edit this down into something smaller, probably, which may eventually happen. Gotta love that broken sounding audio. You have to make decisions. Oh, now it's daytime. This is usually about the rounds I'd normally lose back in the day. $16,545, not bad. There you go. Next game. This one, I think this is going to be a keeper. Honestly, this is the best I've done with the gamepad. Let's go. Okay, if you play 2600 and you don't recognize this, then what rock have you been sleeping under? Space Invaders. I have a feeling this too is going to be a keeper. And no, I'm not using the multi-shot trick like a lot of people do. I tend to work diagonally in Space Invaders. Seems to work best for me. You know, we might hit that UFO yet. Or not. Now we need to start hitting them before they hit my shields. I know there's like the death wall trick, but I just have my own technique that seems to work really well. I just gotta wait for him to come bomb by. There I am. We made it one round, so that's pretty decent. This is one of those other Atari games I could actually end up playing for hours. That's kind of the thing about these. As simple as these games were, if you were really good at them, you could get really in the zone. I kind of liken playing Atari to be playing a musical instrument. There's sort of a zone you can get into where you just rack up high scores left and right because you're just so tuned into what's going on. I always laughed because I always thought the little dingling firing turret at the bottom kind of looked like a dick. And then it makes a fart noise when it dies. That's just the childish humor in me. Welcome to 8-year-old potty humor hour with Space Invaders. Ha 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 ha. Got him. I don't have Yar's Revenge, or, you know, I have like 2 of the 3 Howard Scott Warshaw classics in here. It's always fun. Here we go. No more defense. Wow. We better start really hitting it. Sometimes we'll just stay in one space and inch over every time they launch a missile. There you go, we got that UFO finally. And I got some Tim Wilson. I'm not really a big country fan, but I like Tim Wilson stuff just because it's so messed up. I think this is I Got Me a Woman Who Talks Like Jerry Reed. I don't, but it's still a funny song. Yep. So that's Space Invaders. Definitely a keeper. It's a classic. You gotta have it. Next game. Now we've got Starmaster for the Atari 2600. Alright, so this is one of those ones where you have to use the console controls, and hence is one of the reasons I freaking love the Sixer. So these guys are about to attack this planet, so let's get over there. And then we can gas up right after the fact. So you have to use the black and white color or the difficulty switches to change to your radar mode to go ahead and pull up the place. It's one of the more complex 2600 games. Alright, we've got another one over here somewhere. You want to shoot those missile strikes before they have a chance to kill you with them. So we've got 2 of them. This is another one of those games also that you could play probably for hours, and it has an actual finite ending to it. So we just killed him, so we gotta go over here. You can either shoot the asteroids that hurl at you, or you can avoid them. I'm going to opt to avoid them most of the time. So now here we go. Now you see that blue thing floating in the distance? Yeah, we got to latch onto that. That's the refueling and repair station. So there we go. So this game's very similar to Solaris, which is another one I have. It's another one of the keepers, I'm pretty sure, in the collection, too. I like these. Since I've gotten older, I've gotten more of a love for the space simulator games. So now we're looking for... There's a lot of... Oh, we just crept up on him. That was nice. There's one for the shorts. Oh, this guy's aggressive. A little trigger happy, ain't ya? Okay. Now over to our... We might need to go here again. And then we need to fight some more. This is another one of the ones I more prefer a joystick on, just because when it feels right. Honestly, I've been thinking about getting a Wiko boss, although I think it's a little too small for my hands. I should probably just take an old broken Thrustmaster for like a computer and modify it. Make it a 9-pin, hook the trigger hat up to the port, and then make a Atari basic game that uses a trigger hat in the 2600. There we go. We got him. He took some energy from us. Now we're going to start being a bit vigilante. That was a little bit of a late reaction. Okay, Joker. The one thing I wish this had that Solaris has would be there we go. Another one down. We're almost done with this particular game. Let's see if we can get there before we run out of juice for our spaceship. So now we're going to kind of latch on. I gotta say, here we go. Now we're going to flip the switch again. Go back here. Hit them up. And then light them up. Oh, come on. I think we got him. Yep, we win. Because it plays the death march from Star Wars when you die. Definite keeper. Next game. Here's a definite maybe, because I almost want to get the enhanced version with the robot voices. It's like, fight like a robot. That's what the arcade version says. You can also shoot the missiles of the robots when they're trying to shoot you. Ah. I like Berzerk a lot. This was one of the ones that I also am not very good at, but still have a lot of fun playing. So yeah, it's basically kind of like a precursor to Doom, as one guy said. They all just walked right into me. And we got them all. I think, yeah, we earned an extra life. So stupid they walk into walls. I'm guessing this is really like a training simulator for Elon Musk's Death Castle. This is what I imagine our AI robot future is really going to look like. God dang you. It's one of my best rounds of Berzerk I've ever had. Alright. Shoot him. Eh. Alright, definite keeper. Next game. Alright, so now we got the Nirvana baby music playing in the background. I'm not sure why I have that on my server, but whatever. It's calming. We're playing Joust. I have a feeling this is going to be another one of my... Oh! Especially considering I recorded Balloon Fight recently. I don't know, you've probably seen me play that on the SUP 401. And this, the 8-bit NES version. This is the 2600 version. And yes, I know it flickers a lot. I need to do something about my settings on this, or get a better capture device, but I don't know. I kind of think it looks pretty good. But yeah, controls are pretty good. People sometimes critique it because the controls are like one of those... The controls are a little weird, but they're deliberately that way. You're flying an ostrich, you're not freaking... Or an emu or something. There we go. I'm doing pretty good this round. Yeah. And by the way, there's timestamps. Didn't mention this in the beginning, but there's timestamps in the comments. So, or timestamps in the description, so you can kind of pick the games. Alright. Yeah, 16,100 in Joust is nothing to sneeze at, especially if you've only been playing it as short as I have. Ah, here we go. Lava pit. There we go. Also, I'm kind of hoping to achieve with this video is maybe... Yeah, there's that damn pterodactyl. He's like... Oh, he just ate me. Anyway. Yeah, Joust. I always enjoy this one. Let's move on to the next game. Not all these are going to be like 20-minute long play sessions. Some of these will be 20 minutes, some will be 5. So, next game. Most recent acquisition, or one of the more recent ones, is Barnstorming. I actually like Barnstorming. And we got Van Halen going in the background. So, Barnstorming, of course, you play one of those old-timey airmen who are airwomen, air people. I don't know. Is that the political correct term? Air people? Who's flying a plane, and your goal is to literally storm barns by flying through them in the least amount of time possible with the set number of barns up top. That top number is the number you have remaining to go through. Remember, this is the late 70s, early 80s. I mean, this kind of old-timey stuff was still relevant back then. This is one of those ones that's fun in short spurts. That's kind of the way I put it. So, that's Barnstorming for you. I would play it more, but we're going through these to see which ones I like. With the gamepad, I think Barnstorming is actually one of the better ones. So, let's move on to the next game. Holy Mother of all things holy, this one's going to probably end up becoming a long play. Dig Dug. Come on, you guys saw the video I released in January of this. We all know I'm really, really good at Dig Dug. Like, really good at this one. My usual strategy is just to wait up top because they all want to come up there and then just hit them as soon as they arrive. Oh, here he goes. This could end up going on for a while. Hopefully not, but that's what happens with these guys. Let this guy... Come on, Dragon Breath. Get up here. And he only plays the music when you move, kind of like the Atari version of Burger Time. Oh, this one's really wanting to snipe me bad. Yeah. I'm going to end up playing this for a while, I have a feeling. You can kind of tell how much fun I have at these anyway if I play them longer. I mean, Barnstorming, we didn't play that very long, probably because it was just, you know... But I had fun with it, and that's kind of the thing. So that one might actually go in the maybe pile. Because I bought it mainly because I had the manual. A bunch of these, a few of these I have just because I had the manual with my heavy sixer. Trying to decide, maybe you guys can flip down in the comments whether I should make an Atari bundle. Like, I don't know, maybe we get on the channel and we fix like a cheap 2600 Junior. And I give away some of my joysticks and stuff like that with it. Oh, seriously, are you guys going to take 100 years to come up here? Well, here you go. It's one of my tricks on this game is that you can... He's going to run away. Come on! Yeah, you're not really helping your cause very much, dude. There you go. Here we are. Yeah, and all these are being played on my heavy sixer today, so... Since, Oh, is this guy gonna finally do something? Okay, Mr. Wobbly Face. I'll just go over here and wait for this one to come up. Yeah, like I said, this is probably going to be one of the longer videos just because of the basic fact that there's so much going... Oh, we got 3 at a time now. Oh my god, they're all coming for me. All at once. I don't even know what to do with these guys. Yeah, this is about the point where I just go up top and just wait for them to come to me. Come on. Wow, we're, Oh, here he goes running. Okay, Mr. Balloon Man. You know what would be a great, Famicom title to put on the 2600 would be? Astro Robo Saza. Yes. That game was awesome. Okay, Dragon Breath. You just gonna hang out down there? Come on. Get your butt up here. Yeah, we're already over 10,000 points now. Ah, finally, we got killed by something. Are any of these guys gonna do anything? Okay. Whoa! We just got them all coming after me now. Ah. Alright, are any of you guys coming up here? Oh, here come the other two from the peanut gallery. Quit dawdling. Here comes this one. Yeah, we all know I could probably keep playing this all day long if I wanted to. That's not what's going to happen, though. Alright, come on, you guys. Oh, two of them. That's one way to get them. That's one of the tricks there. Here comes Dragon Breath. There we go. 19,750. Oh, we earned an extra life. Of course. Yeah, this is probably going to end up being the piece de resistance of this video, I think, at this point. Come on. Oh, come on, you guys. Don't you have anything better to do? Here he comes. He's running away. Get him. Yeah, he circled color palettes back to the first level again. There better be... Oh, that's a fast running round. Look at this guy. He's just butterflying his way back up to the surface. You don't get the pretty flower garden like you did in the original one. But yeah, this is the Let's Play Till We Die series. But with a purpose. Okay, balloon head. We'll take care of this one. Gonna do something? There you go. I have a feeling I'm gonna be chopping some of these up into individual videos, possibly. There we go. Oop, we gotta start heading back to the surface. Let's... Come on. Oh, seriously, you're gonna waste all your time down there? Oh, yeah, step right on up. Dragon Breath. Now he decides to go. Come on. There we go. And this one wants close quarters. We got two dragons waiting in the wings in the center exit. Come on. Ah, we finally... Ooh! Ah, 40,420. We're doing pretty good here. Come on, get these guys. Are you two doing anything? I use the 1-through trick on these. Because as you can see, your air pump works through like one layer of soil. Like I said, Dig Dug, this is one of those games I could just play for a long time. That's why we put timestamps in the video. Alright. We got this guy here. Oh, we're finally getting somebody to come upstairs now. Come on. Hey, yeah, you better start running, dude. I'll blow your ass up. Come on. Oh, is he finally coming up to do something? Alright. Now, Bubblehead over here can go ahead and get himself up to the surface. We gotta start losing lives here soon anyway. Well, that was a quick one. Alright, let's try and be more aggressive now. And then I earned my second life back. Okay. This is one of those games I'm just way too good at. And he's running away. We're at 50,000 points now. Yeah, I might have to cut this into its own individual video at some point too. That's fine. We'd always just edit it down and put it out as a secondary one. There we go. Now we're starting to make some critical mistakes. Right. It's a pretty good round of Dig Dug. We're just going to let everybody come upstairs. Come on, Balloon Man. Are they finally going to start coming up to the surface, or are they going to just waste our time? Oh, you guys really want to run around, don't you? Huh. We're going to see what happens here. Down to the last life anyway, so it's probably time we start. Then we can move to the next game. But yeah, we've already determined this is already a keeper. I mean, come on. I really like this one. And I can sit and play this for crazy periods of time. It's one of the really good 2600 games. Come on, are one of you jerks going to actually do something? Other than just hang around underground? We're already at 55,000 points. I wonder how many enemies can it throw on screen at once now. And you can see it's starting to struggle to get enough speed now. Okay, you guys. Okay, Dragon Man. Come up here. Stop being a coward. I didn't roll a freaking clock on this sucker. You know, it seems like it's struggling to keep up at this point. Oh, I see one of our dragon buddies is on his way up. Let's give him something to run towards. Got itch. Anyway. Jeez, I'm at almost 60,000 points. That's like the high score I usually get. Dag nabbit. Come back here. Come on. Actually, we just breached 60,000. Wow, this isn't wasting our time at all. He's going to just go up the side there. Yeah, right now it's 61,340. Jeez, how far am I going to make it? Oh, finally, we're going to start getting some critters coming up here. Come on. Yeah, so that was Dig Dug. That's definitely a keeper. Let's move on to the next game. Freaking awesome. Next up, Haunted House. Another one of the spiritual successors to Adventure. This is the one where you run around an abandoned mansion looking for parts of an urn, which we just found one of them. I believe this is based on the Adventure engine, too, if Funny, huh? Makes all those creepy noises. Oh, we've almost found the whole urn now. Ooh, we gotta go up here. Get away from that spider. We don't want the sword. Oh, there we go. We got it. Ooh, we ran into the ghost. He didn't even freaking hit us. Let's see if this middle stairwell goes down. So we're about to win the game. Working cooperatively. Oh, where did we lose the urn at? Damn ghost. I know he lost it on the 3rd floor somewhere. There we go. It's got to be somewhere up here. I think there's like a 4th floor. There's that bat in the attic. There we go. Let's see if that takes us. Alright, and now we just got through Haunted House. Twilight Zone. Definitely a keeper. I mean, come on. This is a fun one. It's like adventure. I like adventure a lot. This is a keeper. The keeper pile's pretty dang big. Here's one that just starts up right away. This is a sea quest. This is another one that I'm really good at that I quite will enjoy playing, so. To return to the surface, grab this guy. So the sea quest. Basically what you do is you ride around in your submarine, you rescue people from the bottom of the ocean and shoot at the fish that are trying to eat them. And the enemy submarines. Not sure why we have scuba divers in a war zone, but alright. And then when that's when your air starts running out, so you have to return to the surface. It gets faster, but it also multiplies the fish the more levels you get. And you want to nip off some enemies. This is another one of the ones I like with the new gamepad. It's also one of the ones I'm really good at. Okay. Losing a life. We're gonna get blown up, but we're playing all these like speed rounds in most cases anyway. I mean, even Dig Dug was supposed to be, but some of these I'm really good at. Some of them not so much. Now with the submarine up top, you have to plan your appearance up top, because if you don't, then you make a collision. You get in a collision with that submarine. and that's not something you want. So right now we're doing pretty well. So now we want to go behind the submarine. We have 1 life left. So this is... Oh, come on. There you go. The one thing that makes the fish hard to hit is they wobble back and forth when they move. Probably want to... You can't get them all later, and later lines like this. You have to kind of prioritize who you rescue, which kind of sucks. Alright, so now we got to get out of there because the scuba diver... Oh yeah, and the scuba divers can get away too if you don't... Shit. Now we have to save another one. And we got an extra life. Time to go back down. Okay, now we got another round where we got these guys. We got these two here. Gotta get them. Yeah, go there. I was like shooting a few extra. There you go. Come on. Ah. Yeah, so now we get to go back to the surface. You see, we cut it close with that submarine there. Gotta get up there, fill up with air. Yeah, as you can see, it's now getting chaotic. Alright. We're getting chaotic here. It's getting really chaotic. Huh. Time to dive back down, and we got another round of these guys. Ah. Yep. Oh, come on, back here. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, we're doing pretty good at this one. Yeah, Sequest was one of those games I bought and I didn't expect would be that great, but then it ended up being amazing. I don't even think this was on the Activision Classics. Actually, I almost think I bought it just because I thought the death scenes in it were funny. It's that whole kaboom. Yeah, see what I mean? 29,150. Definitely a keeper. Next game. Here's an Activision game that I'm a little more iffy about keeping. River Raid, because I kind of sucked at it the first go out, but actually, when I got this gamepad here, it stopped being a problem for me. So let's play some River Raid. And this is also another one of those classics. You can see with the gamepad, I'm much better at it because most of my shmup experience comes from using a Nintendo gamepad. You're not supposed to hit the fuel. Yeah, first wreck of the wreck of the game. Ooh, we should have held back there. Alright, so River Raid I'm kind of on the fence with a little bit, just because... Yeah. Like that right there. So, that was River Raid. I'm kind of on the fence with that one, so we'll probably revisit it in the next round. Let's move to the next game. So my thoughts on River Raid is River Raid's a little, you know. I like it, but at the same time I have to be in the right mood, so we're going to probably revisit some of these, and then some of these are going to stick around. Anyway, right now we're going to play Keystone Capers. This one is definitely one of those up there. And actually I've been trying to keep myself from jumping on Casey's gold too quickly. Of course I'm terrible at it right now for whatever reason, but that's probably fine because after Dig Dug I don't think we want me playing this for 10,000 hours. Running the other way. So basically you're chasing after this robber in the mall. You can see you got a little map under there that kind of tracks the progress of everyone. And we still got him in the first round. I think the key thing on this is just to keep running and keep running. Yeah, I'm starting to get back into the groove. This one actually is one of the better ones to play with the controller, honestly, with the gamepad. It's when we get to those airplanes that gets a little bit tricky. So that was a good run. Now we get the shopping carts. Casey's Gold is supposed to be sort of like an origin story of sorts. But I like the theme it takes place in. Yeah, Audacity Games is another one I'm probably going to be taking a look at for indie homebrew type stuff, though I almost don't even consider stuff homebrew since it's, you know, like Gary Kitchen and David Crane and all those original Atari developers from the 80s doing the games there. Anyway, let's go scrolling forward. Maybe it was Dan Kitchen. I don't know. I can't remember everybody's names off the top of my head. Another round. Now we got the stupid, annoying airplanes. You have to duck them twice. You can use those elevators in the middle, but I've never been able to get those to work for me. I don't know why. Now we're going to scoot over here. We're going to duck under the planes again. I'm getting a little more deliberate with this gamepad. Now we're going to go in the other direction, and so yeah, this is another good round. Once you get here, you start having to chase them around across the top of the screen. Whoa, we gotta wait for him. There we go. You have to start ducking those at that point. Now I'm getting in the zone, I think. That's part of this. Yep, he died. That's one of the ways you duck under those guys. Duck under a few more planes. Jump the shopping cart. Wait around here. Jump another shopping cart. When I was a kid, I used to get nailed by those planes just left and right because I didn't know what the hell to do with them. And I was too impatient to just sit there and wait for them to pass. It's going to run out of timer. It's only when you become an adult you really start to realize the value of 30 seconds. Come on. Don't do that. Oh, by the way, we're testing out this new TV rig setup. There we go. Yep, we just got snagged by a radio. That happens. We got him, though. Oh, 10,550. Probably one of the better rounds of this I've played. So, 106,000. Yeah, we're messing up already. There we go. I'm going to jump over here. I'm going to run in the other direction. I just ran into him. But hey, this is another one of those ones that's probably fun to play when you're sitting far away from the TV too. So that's one of the pluses. It's one of the things I look for in these Atari games. I look for quality enough of a game that I want to keep on playing this for an extended period. And this is one of those. Yep. So we lost a life. We gotta go here. We got Aha playing now, which is totally fitting for this. Yep, we just got hit by the flying whoopee cushion or football or whatever the hell that thing's supposed to be. Come on. Can someone tell the hobby store they need to keep their toy airplanes corralled? And the hi-fi shop really needs to learn what a trip hazard is. Anyway. This is about the point where I start losing. Anyway, so let's see here. There we go. We got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. We lost. Oh, we just won by like the skin of our teeth. Now we have to double jump the shopping carts. The planes are still going lethargic speed. The Karens in this shopping center suck. Anyway, oh. You. Come on. There we are. Bloop, bloop. This is not the time for elevators. Oh, we just ran into the freaking... Not doing half bad here. We gotta keep on running. Over my head. So, Going on past. And now we get the fast airplanes. This is going to be the death of us. That's where I have to start flicking the controller. Oop, we just got nailed by another aircraft. Got a little too close to that one. I'm gonna turn the camera off. Oh. There we go. Ah, dagnab you. So we'll see how far we get into this one. We have 3 airplanes. They must have put new batteries in the Futaba for this one. Dang it. There you go, 12,200. Might be one of the better runs I've done on this. Anyway, we're 12,250 points, and we just caught the crook again. This is about where I start to lose when we get the double whoopee cushions. Yep. There we go. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, that was Keystone Capers. Definitely a keeper. Let's move on to the next game. Here's another one for the maybe sessions. I'm thinking this is Crackpots. So this one, you drop flower pots off the roof of your apartment building on these spiders. I have to wonder if they hacked this game for the beat 'em and eat 'em engine. And for those of you that don't know, the beat 'em and eat 'em is an X-rated video game for the 2600. Yes, we had that kind of crap for this system. I might do an 18 and older thing for this. This one, I mean, the controls are great, but sometimes not very fair. But maybe that's one of the great things you learn from Atari. Probably one of the reasons Gen X probably fares better with adversity than Gen Y does. Is just because we learned through Atari, life isn't fair. I've learned sometimes going just complete wanton on this level helps. And as you can see, if you miss all the bugs, another bug comes along and eats the bottom of your apartment. So, I guess that's one floor gone. I'm guessing it just represents them condemning the floor. Local health department. You failed to call the Orkin man. This is your fault. Yeah, like, not fair. I couldn't get that one. So, here we go. And it picks up the pace as it goes, you know. In some ways, I think this would have been a better game with a paddle controller, honestly. More like Kaboom. going to keep at least 1 or 2 to keep surviving each round in here. So this one's one of those maybes. And here he comes to chew up another floor. Or another half a floor. Imagine if the real world worked on this logic, landlords would be freaking out. What did you do? You'd be able to know which buildings have the hoarder neighborhood, because they would be like 2 floors shorter. Yeah. Someone in my past used to say the great thing about Atari was it was merciless. When you fail in these games, it goes wrong. Instead of, aw, you lost. Do you want to continue again? No, it just says, oh, you done fucked up. That's it. It's over. Yeah. We're about to lose another floor. Doing pretty good this round. Alright, rock and roll. Get him! It's raining flower pots. Someone in Devo is upset. Like that time the cars, Rico Kasek's like, where are my ties on the floor? Yeah. What are what are these? These are ties. And a scene from Unlocked with Greg Hawkes and Rico Kasek flipping out over the ties backstage. These are my ties. Yeah. If this is Heartbeat City, they're in bad need of an exterminator. Well, I guess it's enough for that one. I bumped the Atari. So, but yeah, that was the game. I'm gonna put that one probably as a maybe. Just because of the fact that sometimes I enjoy it and sometimes not, so we're going to have to play them more times to kind of get the feel. Next, I have a feeling this one's going to be a keeper. This is one of my newest acquisitions. It's Demon Attack. It was one of the ones I had the manual for with the heavy sixer. But didn't have the game, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to... It's like Space Invaders. You can only shoot once at a time. It's like you're throwing darts at bats. What's a more fun name for this game? These are demons. They're some of the wimpiest demons that ever existed because they're scared of touching grass, I swear. Come on. Yeah, you get like an extra life if you defeat them. This one I'm still learning. I'm probably not as great at it as maybe, say, some of the others, but it's because I've just started playing it. There we go. Come on. Get back here. Oh, we managed to avoid him long enough. I got this one up here. Got another life back, and then lose it immediately. And I think this is the round I usually lose because That's the one you really have to move out from under really quick. That high-flying one, man, he just won't quit, will he? And now you have like 2 of them to shoot at. Getting zapped. Wow, that one's... So is Demon Attack. That was quite a fun one, so... We're keeper. Next video. So we're on game 3 here of... this is the second Atari game ever released, called Target Fun, aka Air-Sea Battle. And I own I have this in part because I have the Sears Telegames console that came with it. This one, a lot of people have some critiques and some people like it. It's actually a... oh yeah, this is one of the ones where you have to switch the controllers around. We'll wait on this one for a minute. Some of these Atari games, you'll feel like you're really good at them when you first play them just because of how far you get, but then you suddenly realize after you've had them a while that you don't really enjoy them as much. Here's a DC Comics game called Spider-Man. So there's some kind of mad bomber guy at the top of the screen. You have to make it up the building. You also want to kind of touch hands with all the people in the building to make extra time. This is the part where I really suck at this game. Because, yeah, it's one of the ways I suck at this game. Ah. So not too good at this one, and I kind of find it tedious because, yeah, like that, getting at the bombs is just really difficult with this particular setup. And we have that timer at the bottom. I just never have been able to figure out what exactly to do in this one. And I even downloaded the manual and read it, and it was kind of like, okay. I mean, that's not to say it's a bad game. I actually quite well like it. But as you can see, I'm just absolutely terrible at it. Because I just don't quite get it. I have a feeling this is one of those ones kind of like Bigfoot where you have to really be into it to really be wanting to put the effort in to get good at it. And that's kind of the honest thing about it. So we're gonna... So... let's see here. So I get up here and I have no clue what the heck I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, we're at the top of the building. What am I doing up here? I mean, seriously. And my timer is quickly ticking down. I've never gotten the point of this game. And I'm probably not even going to play through it fully on here just because of that. I think this is one of the ones for the to-go pile. Next game. I like the movie Tron. Sometimes you grow out of certain Atari games. This would be one of them I feel like I did. Tron Deadly Discs. I kind of enjoyed this when I first got it, but for some reason it's lost its appeal to me. And I think it's because it's one of those games where you really have to take your time. I mean, as you can see, I'm terrible at this. Ah. Son of a... Yeah, it's just really easy to get killed in it. The controls are kind of crappy. I mean, it's the Intellivision logo guy, so... You know, I make like 50 points around in this. to kind of get my point. I don't really enjoy it that much anymore, so this one's gonna go in on the docket too with the let's go pile. Next game. Back from the store. Time to vent my social anxiety on fucking Journey Escape. Yeah. This is gonna be one of the ones that's probably gonna go into the to-go pile, honestly. Whoa, why is it suddenly red? I initialize another one. Alright. So we're running around in here. Oh, there's that robot. There's a slow down. Jeez. Watch this as I... Yeah. So, this one we're going to do 2 rounds on. But I'm really thinking it's kind of time for Journey to go. Horror design and game. Of course it was a cash grab. That's what they would have done in the 80s. Anyway. Yeah, we're kind of running around. We can't even get him to the end. Oh, here's the Kool-Aid Man. Wonder what the heck he's doing in this game. And we still ran out of time. Next game, this one's in the to-go pile. Gotta pause. Okay, here's one for testing. I have a feeling this is going to be a maybe. Seahawk. I mean, first thing is, by default, your plane just drops a bomb, as opposed to firing forward. So, it kind of makes hitting aircraft while going at slow speed kind of hard. What was the greatest thing about this game's great for entertaining cats, because they get utterly entertained by the... So I do most of my winning in this game by just bombing the crap out of people. Alright, come on. Just leaving the noise in. Yeah. So this one, I mean, I've got better games than this, honestly. So it's leaning towards the maybe pile. Anyway, I'd say this one's kind of a maybe. It's kind of fun, but not feeling it right now. Yes. The supposedly worst video game of all history. E.T. Yeah. Let's play this on level 1 for the first time. Let's see. So we're going to see if we can actually do something here with this. There's nothing over there. There's like no rice, none of these treats anywhere. Here we are. I mean, it's not the worst game in the world. Not by a long shot. They're getting chased around by these damn government agents. Ah, get out of here. Alright, and time to float back up. I mean, some people say this is a classic. By the way, I restored this cartridge. So it had the contacts on it looked like somebody had tried to fill it with chocolate pudding. That's the one thing that everybody does hate about this game, is the freaking fact that you can't go upwards when you get out of the pit. So leaving's difficult. So we're going to play until we die one time, and then I think that's going to be it for this one. I am really leaning towards get rid of or maybe pile on this one, just because of the fact, one, it's kind of a neat thing, but at the same time, I'm kind of more about curating titles that I actually enjoy. Well, we got the whole phone. This might be the first time I actually beat E.T. on level 1. Maybe. But he's going to take away our damn... There we go. Go on home, asshole. Well, there's our landing strip. Oh, here we are. So now we can go back to the spaceship. At least, yeah, we might actually beat this. Might be the one time I actually get there. Yeah, get the hell off screen, you asshole. Oh, you dickhead. Yeah, can we please, for ET's sake, defund the FBI? Oh, Jesus. These assholes. Yeah, this one's probably going to go in the to-go pile, I think. I mean, it's E.T., come on. We have that scientist running around here. Get that. Yeah, that's enough of this one. It's out. Yeah, this was recorded over quite a long period of time. We're going to now talk about this game, Solaris. Let's get started. By David Nurmenbauer. Come on. Why is my controller not working? Oh, that's why. Hold on. Alright, back at it. Let's play Solaris. So this game is a lot like Starmaster, but a little easier to deal with. Alright. Got these things that look like TIE fighters. Now we're in the free and clear already. Okay. Probably time to go over here and fight some more of these TIE fighters. This one's definitely going to be a keeper. I'd be stupid to get rid of this one because everybody's been talking about this one for like the last year on various forums. Yeah, that was a cool noise. Alrighty, where do we go now? Let's go down here and fuel up. So we're right nearby. Rescue some people. There's how you fuel up. Come on. My scanner's broken now. Alrighty. Alright, next game. Now we're going to play Combat. I'm going to say this is a maybe. I think I'm going to call it quits on this one. This has gone on pretty long. See you in the next video.